My energy beats your energy.
What about your health?
No comment.
Wait
Exactly.
for me.
Actually,
Why am I going?
Yeah, no
why
comment.
is auto walking make me take the long way around? Fine, whatever. Don't care.
Wait for me.
You're too.
so
You're too
right
slow.
now we have our first boss battle, kinda.
Yeah, I guess you could call it that.
I think we timed this pretty well to do this one last.
Did you talk to them? Oh, Matt hasn't yet.
I just now got over here, dude. Give me a break.
Because
You're too
this
slow.
Joe person wants us to beat a Yeti.
Hey, now we go.
I'm level 6 now. Yay!
And it's a pretty dangerous Yeti.
Yeah. But then again, that's why we have the flame trap. And we should all... Do we all have it?
I don't. I never get rid of these necromancer skills, man.
Since I am going to be the only secondary ranger or whatever.
Well, I am really
Y'all
glad
stay
we don't
here.
have any profession overlap, which is good.
I'm a planting my trap.
Land of a trap. It's a trap!
Looks like I have time because I don't see the enemy.
It's a trap.
Oh,
It's a
come
flame
on. Did you have to upstage me on that one?
I'm sorry. Hey, it's a Yeti.
You better be sorry.
He's a wild yeti.
He's not
Because
just a wild
we're-
Yeti, he's
we're-
a...
Be able to wait for it. Get back.
Throw Pokeball.
Run. And then he steps on my traps and boom! Nothing much happens to him. Look at this. Yes.
I'm
Did
so
anyone-
torn between two jokes.
There you go.
Okay, fine. Yeti's gone wild.
I accept that one. Thank you. And now... Resign.
Well, the backup was Wild Yeti appeared.
After you finish the quest, we resign.
Yay. Yeah, Wild Yeti.
Why resign when we
Oh,
can
wait.
just warp?
Because we resign and we go to town as a team versus warping individually and then have to remake the party. That's
Fine, we'll all stick together if that's what you want.
And since someone's in a get moving mood, we're gonna stand right here. And then we'll go on to talk to Master Togo.
Because we completed our training.
Pretty much. Now I want to know, can you still do the secondary class quests after you get your secondary class? My money's on no. Those quests will be deleted from your quest log. I didn't put those there
Which will be the
because I
only time in the game that such a thing happens, so
And now for level ups. Yeah.
not really.
There we go.
I didn't get a level up. Oh, wait. Hold on.
Choose
I got a
secondary
level up.
profession as
I
a
got a
ranger.
level up. I want to take Necromancer as my
Yes, I
secondary
do.
profession.
Okay, which one should I do? Mesmer as my secondary profession or Ranger as my secondary?
Mesmer if you want. Energy Ranger if you want a pet.
Okay, I'll continue.
And then boom.
So now we have a few options here. We can get on with the story, or we can get our insignia and become, well, licensed professionists thing.
will get
Licensed
better, I
professionist things.
Well, you have a better name for it?
No.
That's what I thought. Now shush.
Fine.
So, what are we doing?
Well, anyway, essentially we have to do this alone. So they'll be doing theirs, and I'll be showing you mine. But we'll get to hear their commentary about what they're doing.
Oh yeah, there will be commentary.
Oh yeah. Well, essentially, what you do is first you talk to your headmaster. Oh yeah, I updated my skills because I needed these friggin' skills. And then you get the quest blank insignia. It changes for whatever your main class is. Then you talk to Professor Ying, and then you have a certain amount of quests you can do based on what your primary and secondary classes are. I'm going to start with advanced defense techniques. For that, sigh. For that, you get certain skills that, well, aren't required, but are pretty helpful. And I'll just put that one there. You can only take one quest at a time. Then you have to go into the dojo, and fight 1 to 2 people. For this one, I'm gonna have to fight 2 people. Blech.
Yeah, I'm fighting 2 people right now.
For advanced techniques, you have to.
Advanced defense techniques. And
since
the
I
reason
have-
really to do this is 1, experience, and 2, new skills.
Yep.
And these can be pretty tricky at our level, so let's hope they go right.
1 done. Two done. Okay. Next.
And I just figured out I went into a double battle with just minion master skills. Good job.
I hear a lot of canceling skills
Ugh.
here.
That's me.
Next, I have skill chaining.
I died.
Wait,
Darn
perfection. Oh my god, yes, I needed that.
it.
I knew I got a 1 for free.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of those moments where I'm gonna just suck
I already
at.
have the other one, apparently. Okay. Next,
Uh,
you go here.
Empiric Horror, protect me!
This one, I believe I have to fight 2 as well.
I have to go do that again.
Kill 1.
Come on. Actually, this is not going too bad.
Kill 2.
Probably, it's going bad for me. Let's just say that.
Well, I've already finished the second of 5. So.
Dang it! I haven't even finished.
Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. This is really bad.
Oh, if only y'all were recording your fails. Dang
Sorry, man.
it.
Okay, that didn't go too well. Let's try that again.
Next, I have Disenchantment Course. This one is a pain in the butt because I don't like the skill.
You know what? Maybe I should do this in another way.
Not to mention they changed this thing completely. So.
Come on. Okay, Matt. Okay. Cast clumsiness. Or clumsy.
Okay. That one's done.
Okay, this should work a lot better. I'm going for blood and communing.
Oh, I feel bad now. A friend of mine just
What?
messaged me.
About something bad?
Darn it. Seriously? Why? Why fail? Why? Why? Why fail? Why fail?
Anyway,
What do you do for the advanced? Okay.
You win. There's all there's to it.
well, I'm on to my next one, so yeah. And I have to disrupt this guy before he gets his really long cast time spell off. Well, I'm an assassin, so I can kill him faster than that. Whoosh, and done. He didn't even get meteor off. Ah.
Why are they healing themselves? They shouldn't be healing themselves.
It's because you're too slow. Yes, I went there again.
Well, that's one.
Oh my gosh. Really?
What?
I'm gonna do a different quest.
You
I knew
have
this
to do
was
them
gonna
all
happen.
eventually.
I know. I just at the moment I'm just like, ugh. I don't understand why I'm sucking so bad.
And then snaring. Alright.
Ha! Got it.
You're too slow. Actually, I'm
No,
too slow.
I did it. I'm just racing you right now because I know Kevin's going to beat me easily.
Oh yeah. I'm already on my last one.
Yeah, see?
Come here, you.
Get over here!
And done.
You know what I like? I get condition removal and don't actually get any skills to remove conditions.
You were supposed to get... Oh, you already got it. That's probably why. Well, I finished mine. I don't know what y'all having problems with.
Well, we're casters, dude.
I never have problems with these, so I don't... I understand Matt, but I don't understand you.
Well, there's one. Well, there's a good reason for it.
I'm only gonna wait for you guys now. Da-dum. I guess
I
I'll
didn't
talk to
pick my
friend now.
skills based on solo combat.
Well, I had double people, so. Well, you gotta consider that. I mean, like, you gotta consider the situation you're going into, man.
Well, of course. Doesn't mean I'll actually will.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna keep recording then, unless you guys want me to stop and wait.
No, just do whatever you want, man. Just record our ranting while it lasts and cut out what you don't need later. See? That was worth it.
That it was. Y'all need to be describing these situations to me, because I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, I'll describe it blow by blow. I'm currently entering the dojo.
I'm in the disruption thing. I don't know how I'm supposed to win. I'm supposed to beat him, aren't I?
I currently see two people standing here. One is Sojun, one is Panaku, and there is a dead body of a mantis lying on the floor.
I wonder what that could be used for.
And I'm currently in the skill chaining course, which means that that's really completely pointless.
Actually, you do realize what that's for, right?
What?
All Necros get that.
Get what?
The extra thing.
What extra thing?
The dead bodies. You can use them to get minions.
Oh yeah, I know what they're used for.
Why don't you use them?
I do use them, but I mean just the whole skill chaining course doesn't make sense because, well, skill chaining doesn't make sense to begin with.
Nah.
You rarely ever use any skill chaining they suggest here.
I do, as an assassin.
Yeah, but your whole profession is based on chains.
Yep.
Actually, while you're waiting, you might want to explain that.
Oh yeah, okay, I'll explain what the assassin's all about. Like I said earlier, we're melee DPS deeps, but essentially we're all about
Damage
fast
per second.
attacks. Yeah, damage per second for those who don't know.
Like
And-
me.
Yeah, and essentially we go into the fight
Yay!
first,
I beat one.
but we do a lot of damage, but take a lot of damage. We're squishy attackers.
But
Our
you can use
skills-
magic.
We can use magic. I don't, but that's me. But sorry, I'm also getting distracted on talking to a friend of mine while this is all happening too, because I can't multitask. Anyway, but essentially, the assassins have four main attacks essentially. They have lead attacks, offhand attacks, dual attacks, and there's a third one, but I forgot what that one. A fourth one, but I can't remember.
There is?
Yeah, I think it's mainly under elites. Maybe I can find one on here.
I'm pretty sure it's just the three, man.
Well, the fact
I mean,
is, it ends with a it ends with a X with a crosshair on it. So, I mean, it obviously ends for something.
Well, I died. It was
Wait,
disenchantment.
wait,
Come on.
wait. You died already.
On disenchantment, so that doesn't matter.
You'll know what that means when you see it. What was I doing?
Come on, Shatter Hex. There we go.
I would like to go to the dojo now.
Yeah.
Come on.
I don't need that anymore. What do I need now? And now that he's gone, I have nothing to talk about anymore.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You can survive this match. There we go. Shatter Hex. There
Come
we go.
on, do this. Come on, come on. Why am I... I'm failing. Failing hard.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I'm actually doing really good. Never mind.
Honestly, I don't know why I'm still recording this. Oh yeah, it's for your reactions. Wish I could see your screens though.
I also wish I could see my screen.
Yeah. Well, I'll just talk about random things that you can do
Yay!
when you're bored.
Beat that one.
When you're bored like me, you can press the B button in towns, and you can observe.
You could also just give a tour of the town, because this is one of the most visited towns in the game.
You got a point. Okay, fine, I'll do that. Okay. Well, essentially where we are now is the main area. Whenever we have big events like Chinese New Year or anything like that, that's when this area will be filled with lights. All the major quest givers will be here, and the skill trainers here. You have random quests over there, and over here are monastery quartermasters. Throughout the game, you get monastery credits, or certain other credits based on where you are in the game. You talk to blank quartermaster, and they will give you rewards based on based on how many credits you have. Some take 3, some take 1. I think later on some of them take 10. Honestly, beginning game, the only ones I ever get are the Scroll of Adventure's Insight, because they're worth the most money. If you need bags, get those. The only thing I'm going to do different here is grab a few keys, because I can.
And maybe a salvage kit.
I already have a superior salvage kit, and I have another one waiting in my inventory for when this one is done.
Well, yeah, but you still haven't had them in your storage. Most people won't.
Yeah.
I died. No.
You can get a salvage kit, but I highly recommend the expert salvage kit. Why?
Course.
Because the expert salvage kit can
It's for experts.
Right. What are you doing here?
I died.
I'm done.
Oh, son, I am disappointed. Anyway, the expert salvage kit will allow you to get things off of items such as... Do any of these have anything like that? They don't. Crap. Well,
you can get the bow from me. The bow that we found.
Here, I got one. Never mind. Okay, I have crippling karmas of fortitude. If you use an expert salvage kit on, if you use a normal salvage kit on it, it'll just turn into random materials based on what they're made of. I think probably either wooden planks or iron ingots would come out of this one. My money's on wooden planks, but I'm not going to do anything because of that. Oh, I can do this. Karmas. They give iron ingots. Okay. Because I had an extra one in my thing. However, expert salvage kits and superior salvage kits, they allow you to get something else off of there. The crippling and fortitude part, you can get those off of those. If you use that on them, you'll be given the choice between either the crippling or the health plus 25. I would personally take the health plus 25 because the crippling duration I don't use on this character. So yeah.
Hello, I died again.
That you did.
Shut up.
And then there's one more kind, but well, I should explain this before that. There is a chance when you try to salvage off the crippling or the fortitude part that the weapon will break. You'll get the fortitude or crippling part no matter what, but there's a chance that the weapon will break afterwards, and then you can't get anything else off of it. It's not 100% chance that it'll break. You can still get it back and all that. But then there's one more kind of salvage kit, which is really expensive or time-consuming to get, but is worth it in the long run, and that's called a perfect salvage kit. It doesn't have. You mad, bro?
Shut up.
Yes, he is.
And then there is the perfect salvage kit, which doesn't have as many uses on it, but it has a 100% chance to get the item off of there without breaking the armor or weapon. So
I don't like it.
Yeah, well, the thing about that is, if you have... It's mainly used for two reasons. One, if you really don't want to get rid of the armor, you just want to redo it, but you want to get the rune off of there. Like, you have, like, a superior shadow arts on a helmet, but you actually want to have superior critical strikes or something like that on there instead. But you don't want to lose the armor because it's high-end armor and you don't want to waste money on getting that again. Then you could use a perfect salvage kit to make sure you keep it, or you can roll the dice. I would prefer this perfect salvage kit, but the other reason is actually in pre-searing only. In pre-searing, you can get items that have runes on them, But the only salvage kits you have are the basic ones, so you can't get the runes off them. However, Char in the Northlands have a chance, mainly the bosses, but they have a chance of dropping a Char salvage kit, which has the expert salvage kit ability built in. So you can have runes in pre-searing. It just takes a lot of time and work to get to it. And it's a very, very rare drop.
And that's the story of salvage kits.
Yep. Identify... And then there's identification kits. Blech. They come in normal and superior. The only difference is normal have 25 uses, superior have 100. If you've ever played a Diablo game, they work the exact same way. You pick up an unidentified item, you double click on the ID kit, I'm just going to call it that from now on. Identify the item, I don't have any right now, and then it'll identify the item for you. I'm showing you one that was identified right now.
Yay!
It gives you armor plus 6 while hexed, but you can't salvage that off for some reason.
Yay! I beat one.
And that is the story of the It Kit.
Yep. Then we have storage. I already unlocked my store, so you're not going to see much out there, but once you get into the game, the best thing to do is get 50 gold and talk to the Zunlai agent storage brackets. You can open a storage account for 50 gold. After that, you have to spend, I think, 100 gold to get the next upgrade, which is the material storage.
It's 50.
It's 50? Okay, it's 50. My bad. And it is 100% worth the deal. The only thing that makes this unique from oh, there's my keys. The only thing that makes the storage unique from anybody else you talk to, you can carry the storage around with you. So if you want to go over to the armor dealer, but you don't know what you need to have in order to create your armor, you can carry your storage with you instead of having to go all the way to the armor and all the way back and then get the items from your storage. So that's useful. And while I'm on the topic of the armor and weapons people, I'll just head over there now. La-di-da-di-da, walking.
My gosh. You know that one mission where you had to go chase Zoe?
You are slowing her down, right?
Yeah. Well,
I didn't have to do that.
I finished it, but the thing is, though, I chased her so far, I had to walk all the way back.
Alright.
Again, I didn't have to do that.
Alright. Well, anyway, okay. So, in the game, right here you can see that there are 3 armor people and then a weapons person. I'll get to the weapons person in a moment. There are 3 armor people. However, the armor they have for sale are different. They have the same armor rank. In the game, armor isn't based off what it looks like, it's based off the tier that it's in. The beginning armor you have is tier 1, this is tier 2, tier 3 will happen in a moment, tier 4 not long after that, and then tier 5 is basic upgrade, basic max armor, and tier 6 is elite, rare ones, and then top tier, according to everybody, is Fisher Woe armor. I'm personally not fond
Well,
of
the highest 3 don't have any practical difference.
yeah, the only difference is how much they cost. Normal armor will always cost the same until it gets to the last 3 tiers. The only catch is you can't just buy the armor. You need to have materials, such as what I'm looking at now. I need to have 1 bolt of cloth for the helmet, 3 for the armor, 1 for the gloves, 2 for the leggings, and 1 for the boots. And it differentiates for the armor types, except for that one. What about this one? Yes, this one's different. This one takes the same amount needed, just a different kind. This one takes tanned hide squares. What makes them different? Their look. That is absolutely it. And honestly, that's
And that is absolutely vital.
Yes. We'll go with that. And then, that's all that's really need to be said about that. And then, there's the weapons guy. In most towns, they will allow you to... Well, not in most towns. In some towns, they'll allow you to build weapons. The same system on that. There's gold, and then there's what is required to create the weapon, such as wooden planks for bows, metal for swords, iron and wood for Yeah, you get the idea. You can see it here. If you ever have a question on what one takes, I'll tell you. But yeah. But the second thing weapon traders can do is customize your weapons. And since I'm not going to give this weapon to anybody else, I might as well do it. What it does is it customizes the weapon for you. It gives you a plus 20% damage to your weapon permanently. However, you're the only character that can use that weapon. You can trade it, but they cannot use it. Essentially, it is bait for scams, but people warn you when you're trading to make sure you look for the damage plus 20 customized. And also, armor is customized no matter what. And here's the other tip. If you delete a character and name him the same thing, it doesn't matter. That item is customized for that character, not that name. So I could make another character called Dahaka 15 and try to give him these daggers. It'll say you cannot equip it.
True. I found it out the hard way.
I did too. But yeah.
Matt, you still there?
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm trying to do this chaining mission.
Over here's the Guild Registrar and the Guild Embler.
I'm
The
dead.
The Registrar is kind of basic. You can create your guild. I think I don't remember how much it costs. What is it? 1,000? What is it?
I don't know. I never did it.
Yeah, I can't even tell from here. And then there's the Guild Embler,
Darn it!
where you can create your new cape. Honestly, I like the one. It costs 2k, and you have tons of things to customize it with. You can change the pattern. You can change the outline. You can change the color of the emblem. And there's tons of different hues of colors you can choose from. It's almost infinite. I mean, like, yes, there's a finite amount. You can color the emblem. You can color the detail, the background, all that stuff for 2k.
Oh, you could do that with armor too, right?
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. But that's not for a minute. Next, we have the Rune Trader. These are what you use to customize your armor. All armor is completely bare now. In the original Guild Wars Prophecies, when it was the only one, armor was unique based on what kind it was. They weren't too fond of that, so they decided to move on to giving you plain, clean slate armors and giving you runes to upgrade them with. Well, I mean, the runes themselves, like increased dagger mastery, minor, major, and superior, those were always there, and those you could always customize. But now we have insignias, which are not the same as this insignia that you're doing right now, Matt. These are insignias you can put on your armor to upgrade them to give you extra armor based on certain things like that. There's class-specific ones, like the Night Stalker insignia, which gives you plus 15 armor while attacking. That might be the one I use, but I'm also looking towards another one, so I'm not sure yet.
I'm also not sure yet, because the rune that would be most useful to me is, well, class restricted, so I cannot take it.
Right. And then there's the class all-around ones. There's ones like armor plus 10 while in a stance. Some classes don't have stances, but some do. Plus 10 armor while holding an item. This, honestly, I'm surprised is not ritualist specific, but I can see why.
Which?
Herald's insignia.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, it also counts in the fact that if you're holding up a flag in a guild versus a GVG or PvP match, guild versus guild, player versus player, you still get the effect since you're holding an item. So it doesn't... yeah. Then there's armor plus 10 while enchanted, armor plus 10 while attacking. And if you're an assassin, just go with the Night Stalker because he gives you 5 more. Then there's armor plus 10 versus physical. There's not a plus 10 against elemental for everybody, but there is one for the... There you are, for the warriors. Anyway, then you have the two ones that usually are much more expensive than they are already. Radiant, which gives you plus 3 energy when you put it on your chest armor, plus 2 on leg armor, and then plus 1 energy if you put it on any of the others. It doesn't give you plus 6 energy, it gives you plus whatever you put it on. And then Survivor, similar scenario, plus 15 on chest, plus 10 health on leg, plus 5 on arm. Or foot, or helmets. And then you have the on the every class ones. You have the minor vigor, major, and superior. Honestly, the amount of money change from major to superior vigor is ridiculous just to get 9 extra health. So I recommend getting a major if you're light on cash. I was lucky enough to have enough money for superior because I want the extra 9 health as an assassin. It helps. But yeah. But to counteract the fact that a lot of the superior runes for skills make you lose 75 points of your maximum health. The minor runes don't, but the majors and superiors do. Majors make you lose 35, and superiors make you lose 75. It's honestly not wise in my books to have more than one superior on at a time. But, you know, if you're making a class-specific build, it's up to you. And besides from that, then you have 2 minor runes called the Rune of Vitae and the Rune of Attunement. They can stack up with each other in the fact that you can put them on 2 separate pieces of armor, like you can put one on the foot and one on the leg, and you'll get the benefits from both. Attunement gives you plus 2 energy per rune used, and the other one gives you plus 10 health per rune used. The catch is, it does take up a rune slot, so you can't have something like minor shadow arts or minor dagger mastery in that spot instead. And then you have the 4 that I rarely ever use. I think I've used one of them once. They reduce durations of conditions on you. They usually work pretty well in the sense of what they decide to cancel out, like Dazed and Deep Wound. Those are 2 of my least favorite conditions to have on me, so I can understand having those together. Bleeding and Crippled, those are just annoying more than anything. Blind and Weakness is a pretty useful one if you're really annoyed by that. I'm not going to use it because I have reasons for it later. And then Disease and Poison, which makes sense for them to be together. And that takes care of the runes.
Well, Blind and Weakness also kind of makes sense because both really only affect melee characters.
Well, they also affect ranged characters as well.
Not as much.
They still affect rangers.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's
Are you
true.
freaking kidding me?
Yes, we are.
That is still failing, so let's continue. Next, we have the merchants. They are in every town, and the only thing they differ by is what campaign you're in. Like right now, we can get special items such as the red bean cake, which gives you a sugar rush, which allows you to move faster in town, or the rice wine, which makes you drunk. And there's a title for getting drunk after a certain amount of time, but it's too long to use. It takes too long to use at this time. But above that are the basic ones that you'll always have. The violet gray dye is the color of basic armor. The armor color I have right now is gray. Every time you buy a new whenever you buy a new armor set, it will be default gray, and I'll get to the dye trader in just a second to show you the different colors that you can get it to be. Then you have salvage kits. When you're in the beginning towns, they'll just have the basic salvage and ID kits. We already went over those. Then you have the belt pouch. The name says it all. It's extra storage. It gives you 5 extra items for your max inventory. Bags also give you 5 extra, but the reason they differ in name from the belt pouch is because you can use the next item, the Rune of Holding, to increase the size of the bags from 5 to 10 slots, which is always good. And then you have the small equipment pack, which is really expensive for only being able to hold 5 items. Catch is, the only 5 items that you put in there are weapons and customized armor for your character. The reason it's called small, even though you can go to like in-game and still see it as small, is because the medium and large equipment packs, I think, are only in the PvP areas, so there is a good thing for doing PvP to get PvE type stuff. I suck at it too much to want to try and do that. Then you have the two kinds of keys. You have the name-specific key, which only works in a specific area, such as the Singje area. Oh, fine. If you wanted the party, okay, fine. Wait.
Party!
I must be leader. You cannot be leader.
Aww.
Sorry. And then you
Like
have
our
the
sad.
lockpicks. And then you have the lockpicks. They are extremely expensive, but they work in two areas. One, everywhere, in normal mode. And there's a chance, I think, at starting, it starts at like 40% for normal level to retain your lockpick after using it. And if you do, you get a point in your lucky streak. And based on what your lucky level is, it increases the amount of percent you have to keep the lockpick after using it.
Lucky and treasure hunter.
That's it, yeah. Lucky and treasure hunter. And the second one is it's the only key that can be... Still failing, Matt?
Yes, shut up. Getting sick of this already.
And
Like,
then,
literally, I can't do anything.
Use different skills.
What am I doing?
anyway.
Still failing.
Anyway, and then the second thing they're used for is for hard mode. In hard mode, the only kind of chests you find require lockpicks. You can't use the area-specific ones. You need to use lockpicks to use those. And the percent chance that they will break increases dramatically. I think it becomes from a 60% chance of them breaking to like a 80 to 90% chance for beginning levels of Treasure Hunter and all that. I think that takes care of the merchant. Oh, but I do want to sell stuff to the merchant because it's filling out my inventory. You. Not you, because you're a quest item, and you. Why'd I sell that? God damn it. Anyway. What do we have over here? Die Trader. There you are. Alright, Die Trader. These guys sell you vials of...
Hey!
What?
Don't tell the trader to die.
Go ahead.
What? You told him to die. That's not nice.
Anyway. They sell you vials of dye, which you can use to customize the color of your armor. When you use a vial of dye, I'm just gonna buy one real quick. Silver dye. When you use a vial of dye, it will change the color of your armor slightly. And it also gives... It used to automatically happen, and you would have to mix dyes to get different colors. However, that's no longer the case. Now they give you a dye preview once you activate a vial of dye. And you can use up to 4 vials of dye on the same color, on the same item that you're trying to recolor. I usually try to recommend using a silver at least in one of your slots because it seems to highlight the parts of your armor a lot.
Well, yes, but also dims the color a bit.
Sorry, Steve cut you out there. What was that?
It also dims the color a bit.
It doesn't really dim it. The dim color comes from the gray dyes. The regular dyes themselves kind of dim the color. The silver dyes.
Well, it dims it for me.
It does the opposite for me. It really points out the colors. It really defines colors, shadows, and shaders, essentially.
Perhaps it depends on what base color you're using.
Well, base color for any like I said, I got new armor. Base color always comes out. Oh, I see what you're talking about now. Yeah, and I'll show you what he's talking about. Hold on. Blue dye, why not? I'll come help you in a minute, Matt. Okay.
I
Blue
don't
dye.
understand why I'm keep
Here's what it
losing.
looks like
You
with
don't
blue
gotta
dye.
tell me what to do.
And then when
Freaking
you,
use spells, man. Ugh.
and then when you add a silver dye to it, it really changes how the colors look. But I do see what you were talking about. It does kind of dim the color in that it does have a little bit of a white hue in the silver. But
Told you.
well, if you see my video, it actually kind of, I think with the blue dye, it kind of changes it a little bit. You know what? I'm just gonna. I have an idea, because I have the money.
Are you going to surprise us?
5. I need money. Oh yeah, while I'm heading over there. Then you'll okay. Well, that's essentially the die traders, but I'll get back to the die system here in a second. Then you have collectors. Honestly, I rarely ever use them anymore. The only time I ever used them majorly was in Prophecy's pre-searing, but we'll get there for reasons in a minute. But essentially, what you can do is essentially, well, just like the quartermasters from before, if you have a certain item, you can change them over for items such as, in this case, a bag, an ID kit, or a salvage kit. This one requires Oni talents. Oh god, those guys. But yeah. And then only in specific areas you'll find people called arena guards. They'll take you to specific arenas for low-level characters, 1 to 10, and in the prophecies area, there's one for levels 1 to 15. Yeah, I know. So yeah. Like I said, I probably should have been keeping my storage with me the entire time. And yes, I know, Wecker. I will. Like I said, I'm editing this, not you.
I know. And I'm afraid for it.
You see my other videos, I edit them pretty well.
Yeah, you see my videos, right?
Yeah, you got a
Come on.
Kevin, go help Matt.
After I get my armor colored, I will.
Come on, why? Why is it that they beat me every time?
Because they're better than you.
I'm gonna rage at this game, I swear.
We will love you for it. I never
Sorry.
heard you this angry before.
Oh, I've heard him much more angry before. And I'm showing you right now the differences between adding a silver die and keeping it just blue as well on the screen.
Oh. Fancy.
It makes a difference. Whoops. So yeah.
And some people prefer to just go all silver, but oh well.
I went blue and silver. Why? Because I can.
Wasn't your default armor silver?
No, well, my default armor for the beginning armor was silver.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, anyway, I'm gonna end this part and help Matt out so we can get moving.
So this was the tutorial part.
And this was Dahaka 15.
And Wekar.
And raging Matt.
And we'll be back after a quick message.